how do we make sure we're delivering efficiently and effectively? What trainings does our team need? What things can we go out and get? What pieces do we need to build up internally? What tools, what systems, what things are going to help this team do a better job for this client? And over time, we continue to grow. I think, as a small business, everybody wears a lot of hats. At some point, we sat down to define, what are the roles and responsibilities? Who's really in charge of what in here? Because we were all just getting things done, right? And that's when we found out that I was the CEO.
So, okay. So let's talk about that. You hit this point where you started recognizing, hey, we're all just we're really good. We all care. We're all invested. We all get stuff done.
Yes.
But you knew that there was a better way to do it, right?
Yes.
And did that come from outside counsel, or did you guys recognize that internally and go, hey, I know something's wrong, so let's just step back and think about it?
Combination of both. We had a moment where we thought we're building the bus while we put the wheels on, right? Yep. We're driving down the road and a wheel fell off. Who is supposed to get that wheel, right? And we're going oh my gosh, right? It's exciting, and you're right. We're all invested. We're all aspiring towards a common goal. And at the same time, we're starting to get in each other's way, or someone's saying hey, I need X. And we're looking at each other are you going to do that one? Oh, that's me. Okay, got it. Right. And so we hired outside counsel. We brought in a coach to help us navigate how we work with each other, how we work with our team, how we work with our clients, and work together over the course of a year to really better define, which butt belonged in which seat.
It's so smart, Lyndsey, because, there's some of that's ego. Some of that is not knowing how to work on the business versus in the business. Most of us get into the business because we're just really good at some practice, but really understanding how to make the business better is usually a different process. So that's smart that you brought somebody in. What were some of the big components that you worked on? I would guess there's probably work style, personality assessment.
Exactly right.
That was a part of it?
One of the things that motivate each of us, and it made that exercise is something I love for education, and I love to hear how we are thinking differently, right? But it's actually really useful. I think there's a lot of voodoo around personality tests. There's a sense of okay, right? What do we really need this? But that moment when we worked through, this is why you said that thing, because you're coming at it from this angle and I'm coming at it and with three people from three different angles, there's an inevitable conflict in any new process development. And that's where we were saying, okay, who just owns this process? Because we can't all own it, or we're going to get stuck in do we do it A or do we do it B? And then nothing gets done, right? Which is the worst possible outcome. Nobody wants that. So learning about how each other's mindsets were working, and it wasn't, I'm here to disagree with you, right? It was just, here's how I solve problems. Here's how I solve problems. What do we do next?
And so what naturally comes with that also is process, right? Because, and some people take this the wrong way. They map every single thing and they stop the business and they think they've got to get that right. But the bigger thing is understanding, I think this way, you think this way, and we are at a scale and size where we have to kind of outline a clear process of what's the best way to leverage each talent, right?
Absolutely. And while we can certainly consult each other and benefit from each other's varying skill sets, we can't make every decision by committee. It just takes too long. It slows everything down. And if we have to figure out who the committee is and who then is the decider in the committee every time, we're just burning hours on things that we could spend a little time on up front and move a little quicker.
Yeah, it's always a delicate balance between, improving the business and navel gazing. Where you're
Yes.
just constantly, we're talking to ourselves too
We're
much,
just sitting
right?
here talking about what we're going to do if we ever start working again. Yeah.